Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Super Hostile Isolation. In the last episode, we continued exploring around this Nether Temple, is what I've been calling it, and we found one of the treasure rooms. There was a room, well, actually we found a couple of rooms. We found one room that was full of diamond blocks, so we got a bunch of diamond blocks. We now have full diamond armor. We also found another room that was made out of gold blocks that had a chest full of enchanted books. We took a bunch of them. We were going to need to go back over there. I want to grab one more for the helmet. We're going to want respiration for a helmet. But we are still struggling to find the wool. There's like 20 different paths. This place is a maze, I swear. There's a lot of different like intricate little tunnels that go to other places, and it's a big pain. So you know what, we're gonna start opening up a lot of these other areas, and we're gonna fully open paths to take. But I just want to see, so this goes to a downstairs area. I want to see if there's anything else down here. Specifically, there is a spawner that's been kind of annoying us that I don't know where it's located at. If anywhere, like, haven't been able to find anything. There is nothing down there. That's interesting. But yeah, so been kind of struggling with temperature a little bit, just because of the ice elementals. They like to spawn on us and then they cause bad days. Basically they freeze us. They have an aura around them that will cause us to get very cold very quickly, and that's not fun. So just double check everything very thoroughly. We found some hidden areas that are kind of up above. We found some alcoves that have spawners. Like, there's a lot of craziness to this place. And see if, yep, they are spawning relatively close to the ground though, so that makes me think wherever this spawner is, it's got to be close over here. Can we get through this a little bit and see if there's anything behind here? No? Okay. Ow. So these guys are spawning like crazy. There's got to be multiple spawners. I just don't know where. This room just likes to spawn them. Alright, let's continue looking for good things. So there is one spot. Yeah, okay, we're not that cold. We're going to want to go this way for just a moment. Like I said, we want to go back to the gold treasure room to pick up some stuff. What was in here? Was there anything in here? I know there's... Okay, this goes to the gold room, and then this also goes up to who knows what. I have no idea what is with some of the patterns and stuff in the walls, and just really looking for spawners. So this is the gold room. We want to grab out of here Respiration 3. We can dump all that stuff in there. Is there anything else we want? There's a bunch of unbreaking books, which would be nice. We'll take that for the other 2 pieces of armor. I'd love to put mending on our... we can always put mending on one of our pieces. So next time we go back to the base, we can kind of deal with that. So have we checked out this area fully? So this is the staircase that leads us here. Let's check underneath here. So this is where we found, right in here, this was where the diamond blocks were. So that's a dead end. We just do something like that. If we had respiration, we wouldn't have to get air as often, so that's kind of a bummer, but whatever. That's a pretty short tunnel, so I'm not going to worry about marking that one off. This one is also nothing. Alright, so far I haven't really found anything. Just get up here. And yeah, there's still some of those guys spawning. If we go the other way, we can just go back to the base. Right, there was a spawner in there. Man, this is really frustrating. Mostly because, as you can see, our temperature is kind of plummeting. And it's all because of the frost elementals. They have an aura. That's all there is to it. They have an area of effect that they just kind of freeze you very, very quickly. They're probably one of the most dangerous enemies in this map. But they're not like dangerous physically. They'll just freeze you to death. Because remember, if we hit negative 1,000 or positive 1,000 for that matter, we die. And I don't even know if it's quick or if it's instant. It's just we die. So don't want that to happen. Let's head back. Let's grab a respiration because there is still more water. Water is going to chill us as well, but there's worse things than that. At this point, water is not even that much of a concern. So there's not really too much that we're scared of. Maybe running out of food. Let's switch to better food so we don't have to eat quite as often. But can we put respiration 9 levels? Alright, so that's good to know. Let's go ahead and I guess take one of our last speed potions. We don't have many more of these guys. But we're going to go back to the room with, if you remember from last episode, we discovered a big open room that had a lot of waterways. We're going to go back to that and check out one of the waterways. It shouldn't be too bad to swim up the waterfall with Depth Strider. Yeah, so there's got to be multiple spawners in here. I just don't know where. Alright, well, it's fine. So I think we want to go this way. Yes. So there is 2 tunnels in here. One right over there and one right there. I don't know that we can make that jump, so I'm not even going to try. There's also, like, I mean, we can go underneath here. I don't know that there's really any reason to, but why are we struggling to swim up the waterfall? You know what? That's fine. We'll just pillar up. It's fine. If we need more blocks, we can always go get them. And oh my gosh. There's a lot of guys up there. And they're dropping down too. They're also spawning. Okay. So let's kill these guys. We have a very good bow, but we have a better sword. So let's get close to them. We can 2-shot them. And there we go. I guess let's use ladders. We could also ender pearl, but I think ladders are going to be a little bit smarter. Just because there is a good chance that we're going to get knocked back down. And we found a fairly large amount of wood in here, so that should not be a problem. Alright, torches. And come on. Let's kill these guys. Oh, come on. Shoot each other. Thank you. So there's one, there's two, there's... Oh, come on. Let me just break your spawner. Alright, we're getting kind of pummeled, but it's fine. We'll be okay. Alright, let's break this other spawner before anything else spawns. Our temperature isn't doing too great, but this looks like it's just a spawning area. I don't see anything down there. So I guess this was the wrong place. And there we go. I don't see anything under here. So you know what? Because I want my stuff back, we're gonna swim over here. And it almost looks like this area was flooded more than anything else. Maybe a little bit of intentional design on whoever built it. And I mean lore-wise, not like actually the map maker Vex. But, you know, it looks like this area has been more or less destroyed. So we want our ladders back. Let's grab ender pearls. I don't see anything down here. So let's get out of the water. We're plenty warm. How is our armor? Is fine. Most of our armor is actually resistant to damage just because it has mending. But let's go ahead and just fill this ladder in rather than making our own. So we'll break this stuff. Don't want that block there. Alright, and then we'll see what's up here. I don't have faith that it's much of anything good. Alright, let's get over here. Ooh, there is something good. I was blocking that. Alright, so let's break this. We'll put some torches up here because why not? And then there is a maze. Great. Then again, maybe not. So this goes up to a big pool of water. Where is this at? Somewhere we have not been. Okay, that's good. Alright. So let's light this area up as best we can, as quickly as we can. Oh, there's spawners everywhere. Alright, cool. Let's get up here. Kill the spawner. Because I think this is where we need to be. Our temperature is... What's our temperature doing currently? Okay, it is going down. Or rather, it's getting warmer. That's a weird fire block. Alright, so let's light things up. Are there more spawners? Probably. But it doesn't matter much. Alright. So come on, shoot your friend. We're gonna do this. We need to eat. Don't come around the corner. There we go. Don't care about that. We have bread. Let's get ender pearls. Alright. So we're gonna go down here. Oh no, evokers. I hate these things. So let's get in here as soon as we can. And, oh my god, I hate these guys. Necromancer, he's dead. But there's more. We need to get out of here. There's a spawner. Alright, let's eat an apple. Alright, so we found the wolf. 100%, I guarantee it. But we need to back off for just a second. Let's light this up a little bit. So there is a spawner right to the right of where we're going. Our armor is doing okay. We do have Totem of Undying, but I'd rather have the shield. Come on, come back here. The Vexes. I like that those are also called Vexes. There is no relation as far as I'm aware. I don't know that they're named after Vex, but, you know, if that's what you want to think, that's fine too. Oh, there's another spawner right there. Come on. I'm gonna hide around this corner. And so are you. Alright, that should kill him. Let's go ahead and eat. And we're gonna just pillar up. Break this spawner. I want some more blocks. Okay, so what we need to do is eat up. We're gonna rush in there and turn right. Actually, we're gonna... Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. We're gonna run away. Alright. Bow times. There are so many of those necromancers. This is really nasty for an ending. Luckily our bow is pretty much infinite. We just need to get close enough. Let's take another golden apple. And I think their spawners are in here? No. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Because they hurt really, really badly. And they are going to be blocking a lot of the Vexes are going to be blocking a lot of our shots. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. We need to take another golden apple. You need to die. The Vexes will eventually die. They are not permanent by any means. Oh, I don't want to drop White Fang. Alright, so we need to figure out how to do this. So our gear is going to be repaired. We could just rush in there. Break out that. Let's get out of there. Oh my gosh, why are there so many Vexes? This is really nasty. And the thing is like, I don't know. Our temperature is actually not that bad. So I don't actually know where the spawners for these Necromancers are, which is not good. Let's stand on a torch just to warm up a little bit faster. But, I mean, we could just block off the area, go straight for the box of parts, and run away. I don't think that's a terrible idea. Let's try it. So we're going to go through here. And black box. So I have no idea where their spawners are. Ow. They need to really stop. But let's get out of here. We don't care anymore. We're done. So that was really annoying. Alright, so let's head back to, let's see, there's nothing over here. We need to climb, there's nothing there. I want to see what this leads to, if anything. Nothing. Just a bunch of skeleton noises. There's a bunch of skeletons. Okay, when I say a bunch of skeletons, there's two. Oh my gosh. So we should be able to get out of here. We're going to be relatively safe about this. Yeah, I'm not going down there. That's an interesting place, but not going to go down there. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run up here, not fall, and hope that there's not too many of the frost elementals so that we get wrecked by them on our way out. But we're going to leave. We are going to head back. We're going to put some stuff away. And then we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably going to go into not creative mode, but spectator mode after we complete the map and just kind of look around because I'm curious about some stuff here and seeing kind of the grand scale of this place. But we're not gonna worry about that now. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab a chest. Before we do anything major, let's dump off all this stuff. I want the respiration book. And we're going to put that on our helmet. We're also going to grab this. We have a mending. I'm going to grab the mending book and also put that on our helmet. And I don't really care about keeping everything else. We're going to take this stuff, and I want one of these chests. Sure, why not? Doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. Let's sleep real quick if we can. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to explore just a little bit more. This episode might be a little bit longer than any of the others, but we're going to end the series off here. So yeah, I don't care. Um, it's gonna be it's gonna end when it ends, whether you like it or not. I mean, if you don't like it, then you can stop watching. I mean, I'm not making you watch this. But anyways, this ice cave is like huge. I wonder if it has multiple entrances. So this is the entrance we used. You know what? Real quick, I want to explore just a little bit more. Because there's one thing that's kind of baffling to me. And that is, I think this is our torch, yeah. And that is, how are we supposed to know about this place? Okay, so I get the hint that the wool is in there. I got that part with this house, but why were we supposed to look over here? There's not really anything over here. It's kind of off by itself, and isn't there like no, there's nothing in there. We are almost out of food. That is saying something. Hopefully we can find... I think there's some fish back this way. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to intersection 2. We're going to go explore that one area and see what's in the water. Because like I said, I'm really curious about kind of if there was a intended way to find the Nether Temple or the Necromancer Temple or whatever you want to call it. Or if there was... or if we found it the way we were supposed to find it, just by kind of exploring around, just kind of looking in general for stuff. Because it's so far out of the way that it's kind of a question that needs to be answered. So answer it, you know? We have... Okay, there's a ton of stuff in here. Is there any food? Some diamond horse armor. What is that? Black carpet. I've been playing way too much modded. It looked like a transfer node. So this building has some good stuff. I think it has a bunch of charcoal. We kind of took shelter here. It's got a good bit of iron and all that kind of fun stuff. We don't care about that right now. So we are going to head back to the intersection. We're going to grab this food just in case. I don't think there's anything else we need. So, yeah, the big question is, how are we supposed to find the Necromancer's Temple? Maybe there were some hints. I think there was. Maybe one of the books said something. It could just be that I don't remember. But it's one of those things, like, the White Fang. White Fang had a hint. White Fang had a couple of hints, and we eventually found where those were. I knew about White Fang before because I watched an episode of the DevCon, which I'm going to go back and watch all of that after this, just because I'm interested to see kind of how things are designed and all that kind of fun stuff. But Vex is a really good map maker. He really is, and he likes to get creative with some of his builds and some of his maps. This one I do consider pretty... I realized we needed to jump off back there, but I wanted to do that. This one in particular is fairly unique to his style. It's not unique to other people. Not entirely. There's similar things that have been done before. I know for a fact there is a series of CTMs, very difficult CTMs called Ragecraft, and I know that they've played around with not so much a temperature mechanic, but like basically a timer, because that's all the temperature mechanic really is a timer that you reset and kind of affect the like, I don't know how to say this. You kind of affect the like dials and stuff. So this will make things go slower. This will make the clock count down slower. This will make it go a lot faster. This will reset it, type stuff. You know, that kind of thing. which we do have the black. Okay, gray parts. Sorry, they look black. It was a dark color. I thought it was black. It wasn't. It was gray. Who cares? Anyways, but yeah, Vex is a really good map maker. This is definitely an experiment. I talked about this earlier in a previous episode, but this one does really feel like an experiment to see what can I do with command blocks to make the super hostile in a different way, rather than just spamming mobs, because the new combat does not like that. You're better off fighting a few powerful mobs than you are swarms of mobs, and that's just kind of the nature of 1.9 and all that kind of fun stuff. So I think Vex has said in the past that he doesn't really like the combat the way it is, and there is not really rumors, but there is kind of some changes that are going to be happening to the combat mechanics in Minecraft. It's just a matter of when. Who knows when? There was just the 1.15 update not too long ago, and so like it's hard to tell what will happen, and that's kind of the issue with using a game to using somebody else's game to make your own kind of mini games within it. Is you don't really get the say over what happens. So that's really important. We're going to keep that in there. All of these don't matter. Let's actually hold the totems, and we can get regeneration potion. Want plenty of blocks. I don't know why I still have that. Okay, so does that look good? I think so. Let's head down there. So there is a lot of stuff down there, and we have gone down here before, but we didn't really go far. So I kind of want to look around down here before we call the series. So there's a lot of iron, gold. There's even some diamonds down here. Wow. But obviously going into cold waters is not going to be good. Now, where does this put us out at? Okay. The Diggus Lode Mine. Alright, well, that was definitely informative. So is there anything else to see around here? Or have we seen it all? Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Alright, well, this was a little bit less exciting than I'd hoped, but that's fine. So yeah, this map is much different than any of Vex's other maps. There's a lot more focus on survival from the elements than from mobs, which is different. But I think a lot of it stems from the fact that combat in Minecraft now is it's a lot more fair for PvP. I will give it that, but it's a lot less fair for PvE. So against the mobs and all that kind of stuff, it's just not as fun as being able to spam your sword. And the way people have handled how to deal with that has been kind of different. And so this, I think, might have been a fairly good... I can't speak for Vex. Go watch his DevCom if you want him to speak for himself. But this is just kind of my views. But I think one of the big things about it all is, you know, you can fairly easily make a spammable sword. This is more or less spammable. Doesn't matter too much, I don't think. And you can do that. That's fine. But at the end of the day, like, it might not actually give you the balancing that you want. We don't need that. It might not give you the balancing that you want to your game, and since you don't have full control over the game, you kind of have to work with what you're given, and updates can be very far and few between, so you kind of have to make do with what you have and not wait for a new feature per se. I mean, you could, but I mean, you might be waiting for quite a long time. So it's one of those weird things of like, this might have been kind of the idea of, all right, instead of throwing a ton of mobs at the player, what else can we do to make it hostile? And the weather definitely does, but we never died from it. So that can be kind of a question. Is the temperature mechanic like balanced enough? Probably not. Let's be honest. It's a first draft. Probably not a first draft, but it's a first try in the sense of a map. And it's good enough. There are definitely times, especially with those ice elementals, that you really do need to worry about your temperature. But once you get the diamond armor and the late game stuff, it just becomes more of just kind of an afterthought, really. There's times where it's more of a nuisance, and so where is the, where's the balance? And honestly, unless you want to really, really, and I mean painstakingly kind of map out temperature stuff, you really can't do anything about that. Not with how Minecraft is currently. Like, I vaguely know how the whole temperature mechanic works in this, but it's still one of those things of like, you can only do so much with it. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling. Let's grab a chest. We're going to put most of our stuff in here. I'm super bad about organizing everything, so we're going to put most of the stuff in here. And let's go turn in the final box of parts and leave this place. So, you know what? Now, we're going to need some food. Organics, mob drop, shinies, food. Let's grab as much food as we can. We're probably going to need some iron in wherever we're going, as well as plenty of diamonds. I'm going to keep White Fang, though. I like White Fang. It served us well. I mean, the fake one even served us pretty well. Let's take some charcoal. We'll probably want some charcoal in the new world. I'm role-playing at this point. Let's make some more bread. Okay. Isn't this Wilson? I think so. Goodbye, Wilson. We are leaving this glacier once and for all. Well, hopefully. We did crash here, so who knows. But anyways, I like to give kind of my thoughts of a map before I end a series. And this map, all in all, is good. I like it. It's short. It's a lot different than most other super hostiles, and it's a fair bit easier than most of them. There's a couple that are still easier than this one, I think. Really, whenever you encounter the Frost Revenants, that is when the map gets hard. So other than the Temple of the Necromancer and then the end dungeon, this wasn't too bad of a map. It's actually a lot of fun, the different areas and whatnot, and it's really pretty. One thing Vex does pretty well is makes really good looking maps. I like his style. So, all in all, this is a good map. Is it the best super hostile? No. Not by a long shot. That can go to probably like 3 other ones before it goes to this, depending on just depending on your tastes. Personally, I like Spellbound Caves and Sunburnt Islands the best, but Legendary and Kaizo Caverns are also really good. And, I mean, all of them are really good, honestly. Anyways, except Lethamyr. I don't like Lethamyr. We'll play that one day, I'm sure. Anyways, let's turn in the box of parts. Enough rambling. This was a good map. And we can get on the airship. There's a chest for all of our stuff. There's a lift off. This is really cool. This is a really cool airship. So I guess let's come down here in the hold. We'll put all of our shinies in here. Nah, let's not do that. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Let's put all of our shinies in here and some extra food. We'll need cobblestone in the future, probably some torches. Why not? And yeah, we don't need this sign. We don't need this button. It's time to finish this map. So, like I said, this map has been good. We're going to take a short break from Super Hostiles. I want to finish up some other series before we get back to playing more of this. But it's been fun. This is a great map. We'll get back to the Super Hostiles. I do want to complete, that is a personal goal. I want to complete on camera every single Super Hostile map made. And there's a few of them that are going to be kind of a pain. So let's lift off. Let's see what happens. Victory, you escaped. Alright, so chat changed its button. So, with grim determination, you power up your new ship. A few moments of tension pass, will it hold together? The engines hum, you tilt the controls, and the craft climbs up, out of the glacier. And once again, the cold wind whips around you. Hope flickers. You push the throttle, the engines purr, and a reassuring vibration fills the craft with life. A blizzard gathers on the horizon, and you have no intention of being around when it gets here. You gun it south, and you and your new ship fly out of this frozen waste. Hours pass, eventually the frozen ice falls away into the open ocean, and the air stops being so oppressively cold. You're not sure how much time has passed since you first crash landed back there. You don't care. Hope erupts in a flicker of burning flame. You're alive, for now. To be continued in Super Hostile Inferno Legacy. So, we are... not that high up, but we are somewhere else. Cool. So, that is going to be it for all of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. There is plenty left to do in the Super Hostile series. But like I said, we'll get back to those another time. So, I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that is jump into the ocean. It's literally just a gigantic ocean. What's at the bottom? Is this dirt? Yeah. Cool. So yeah, that's going to be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!